Title: Revenge in Heels. Episode 1: A Plan for Revenge. Looking back now, it all seems so surreal. My name is Logan, and this is the story of how my heartbreak turned into something far more complicated than I had ever imagined. I once believed love was about feelings, not money. I thought Emma loved me, but I was wrong. After 2 years together, she left. Not because we argued or stopped caring, but because I wasn't rich enough for her. She wanted security, expensive gifts, and a luxurious life. And Jason, the wealthy son of a businessman, could offer her all that. It didn't matter to her that Jason barely paid attention to her. She valued wealth more than love. I was devastated, angry, and heartbroken. I spent hours sulking with my best friend, Jake, until he came up with a ridiculous idea. One so absurd that I laughed at first. If Emma only cared about money, why not make her regret leaving me? The plan? Make Jason fall for someone else. A few wigs, some makeup tutorials, and an entire wardrobe from Jake's older sister later, I had a new identity, Lena. To make the transformation even easier, I moved in with Jake, using his sister's wardrobe and perfecting my disguise under his watchful eye. At first, slipping into Lena's persona felt foreign, almost like stepping into someone else's skin. But as I adjusted the wig and perfected the graceful way she walked, something inside me shifted. With long, silky brown hair, thanks to a high-quality wig, flawless skin, with the help of makeup, and an outfit that screamed mystery and charm, I enrolled in Jason's evening tuition class. No one would ever guess that beneath the elegant look was a heartbroken young man with a plan for revenge.
On the first day in class, I caught everyone's attention, especially Jason's. The moment he saw me, his interest was piqued. He was drawn in by my confidence, my grace, and the way I carried myself. I could feel the weight of every gaze on me, but none more intense than his. Emma, sitting right next to Jason, quickly grew suspicious. But Jason, as expected, didn't care. He was already captivated by me. By the end of the week, Jason found excuses to be near me. He offered to help with assignments, carried my books, and looked for any chance to talk to me. Emma watched in anger, realizing that her boyfriend was slipping away. I played the part perfectly. I acted mysterious and charming, pretending to be interested in Jason's every word. Jason, in turn, was completely drawn in. He admired my elegance, my soft voice, and the way I always seemed just out of reach. I could see Emma's frustration growing by the day, her attempts to pull Jason's attention back to her becoming more desperate. Yet he ignored her. All he cared about was me, Lena. Jake watched from a distance, barely containing his laughter. The plan was working better than expected. Jason was falling fast, and Emma was losing control. I should have felt victorious, but something in Jake's expression unsettled me. However, beneath his amusement, Jake harbored a secret agenda. He had always admired me, not as a best friend, but as something more. Seeing me as Lena stirred something deep inside him. The way I moved, the way I looked. Jake couldn't deny that he loved this version of me even more. And so, encouraging this plan wasn't just about revenge. It was about keeping me in the disguise for as long as possible. I started noticing the way Jake looked at me. Longer glances, fleeting touches, moments of silence that spoke louder than words. And yet, I ignored it, convinced that our friendship remained unchanged. Until one evening, as the revenge plan reached its peak, Jake and I decided to celebrate our half-victory. We popped open a bottle of wine, laughing over how effortlessly Jason had fallen for Lena. The alcohol warmed us both, making our usual teasing more playful, our touches lingering a little longer than before. As we sat on Jake's couch, he suddenly reached out, brushing a lock of Lena's hair, my hair, behind my ear. His fingers trailed down to my cheek, a quiet intensity in his gaze. I should have pulled away, laughed it off, but I didn't. Instead, I felt my breath hitch as Jake leaned in, our lips barely inches apart. Jake murmured that he had always liked this version of me, that I looked stunning, that maybe he didn't want Lena to disappear when the revenge was over. The words sent a shiver through me, and before I could think, we kissed. The kiss was slow, filled with heat, the kind that sent the world spinning. The alcohol buzzed through my veins, making every sensation sharper. One kiss turned into another, then another, until Jake pulled me onto his lap, his hands gripping my waist as if he didn't want to let go. Somewhere in the haze of wine and emotions, we stumbled to his bed, lost in the moment, lost in each other. His hands roamed over my waist, pulling me closer as our lips met in deep, urgent kisses. I gasped as his fingers traced down my back, the sensation sending a shiver through me. Our bodies pressed together, the warmth between us growing as the last remnants of restraint melted away. In that moment, nothing else mattered. Only the electric pull drawing us towards something neither of us had expected, yet neither of us wanted to stop.
The next morning, reality settled in. I woke up tangled in Jake's sheets, my wig slightly askew, my lipstick smudged. Jake was beside me, still asleep, his arm draped possessively over my waist. My heart pounded. This wasn't part of the plan. Or was it?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe the channel for more.